Welcome back to AFT Dice Season 12. It is round 13, Saturday, the 18th of April, 2026. Let's get stuck into the first game. It is match of the round, Collingwood versus Sydney at the MCG. Let's go to the first quarter of this match. Sydney are coming off 5 wins in a row. Let's see if they can beat Collingwood at the G. First quarter nearly completed. First quarter completed, and Sydney have kicked 5 goals, 5 to Collingwood, 2-4. It is 19 points of difference to Sydney at quarter time. Let's go to the second quarter of this match. Sydney. Both teams have kicked 5 goals, 2, and at halftime, it is 19 points to the Sydney Swans, 67 to 48. Let's go to the second half of this game. Collingwood in third, Sydney in sixth. Let's see if Collingwood can make a comeback in the second half. And it's not to be. Sydney have kicked 6 goals, 6 to Collingwood, 1-6 after half time, and it is 49 points the difference to Sydney Swans. Let's go to the last quarter of this match. Sydney could well be in the top 4 after this game. Final siren, Sydney have won by 38 points. Collingwood 12-18, 90 to Sydney Swans 19-14, 128. So that is 6 wins in a row for Sydney Swans. They are in third spot. Collingwood are now in fourth spot. So they've dropped down from third to fourth. Okay, let's go to the next game. It is Essendon versus Adelaide Crows. It is 8th versus 5th. First quarter underway in this game. Essendon have kicked 1 goal, 5 to Adelaide, 1-3. This game is played at Marvel Stadium. Second quarter underway in this game. Halftime siren has gone, and Essendon have kicked 6 goals, 2 to Adelaide, 2-3. Halftime, Essendon are leading by 25 points, 49 to 24. Third quarter underway in this game. Three-quarter time siren has gone, and Adelaide have won the quarter by 1 point, but Essendon are 24 points up, 76 to 52 going into the last quarter of this match. Who will it be, Essendon or Adelaide Crows on the road? Final siren has gone, and Essendon have won by 52 points. They kicked 6 goals, 1 to Adelaide, 1-3 in that last quarter. Final score, Essendon 17-11, 113 to Adelaide Crows 8-13, 61. So that puts Essendon in the top 4, pushed Collingwood down to 5th, and Adelaide into 6th spot. All right, next game, West Coast Eagles versus the Geelong Cats at Optus Stadium. First quarter underway. First quarter has completed, and West Coast Eagles have kicked 6 goals, 4 to Geelong, 2-4. West Coast are on top of the ladder. 9 wins, 3 losses. Second quarter underway. Halftime siren has gone, and West Coast have kicked 1 goal, 5 to the Geelong Cats, 1-2. And it is 27 points the difference to the Eagles, 51 to 24 going into the third quarter of this match. Three-quarter time siren has gone, and Geelong have won the quarter by 1 goal. They kicked 4-6 to the Eagles, 3-6. It is 21 points the difference. 75-54 going into the last quarter of this match, played at Optus Stadium. Final siren has gone, and West Coast Eagles have won by 34 points. They kicked 5 goals, 4 to the Geelong Cats, 3 goals, 3 in that last quarter. West Coast 15-19, 109 to the Geelong Cats, 10-15, 75. So that puts West Coast on top still with 5 wins in a row. Essendon have won 3 in a row, and Sydney have won 6 in a row. All right, next game, Melbourne versus Hawthorn at the MCG. First quarter underway in this game. First quarter has completed, and Hawthorn have kicked 4-2 to Melbourne 3-2. 1 goal the difference, 26-20. Going into the second quarter of this match. Halftime siren has gone, and Hawthorn have kicked 5 goals, 2 to Melbourne, 3 goals, 3. And Hawthorn are up by 17 points, 58-41. It is 11th versus 14th. Third quarter underway. 3-quarter time siren has gone, and Hawthorn have kicked 3 goals, 1 to Melbourne, 1-2. And it is 28 points the difference. 77-49 going into the last quarter of this match at the MCG. Will it be Melbourne or will it be Hawthorn? Final siren has gone, and Hawthorn have won by 45 points. Melbourne 8-8, 56 to Hawthorn 15-11, 101. So Hawthorn have jumped inside the 8 with 6 wins, 5 losses, 2 draws. And Melbourne are still in 14th spot. All right, next game, Brisbane Lions versus the Western Bulldogs at the Gabba. We've got Brisbane in 10th, Western Bulldogs in 17th. First quarter has completed, 9 goals for the first quarter, and Brisbane are up by 4 points. They kick 5-4 to the Doggies, 4-6. Second quarter underway in this match. Halftime siren has gone, and the Doggies have kicked 3 goals, 4 to the Brisbane Lions, 2 goals, 4, and it is 2 points the difference to the Doggies at halftime, 52-50. Third quarter underway in this game. After halftime, who's going to be out? And the Doggies have kicked 5 goals, 1 to the Brisbane Lions, 1 goal, 6. And it is 21 points the difference. Brisbane Lions down 62-83. Last quarter underway in this game. Can this be a major upset with the Doggies winning? And in the end, the Doggies have won by 21 points. Both teams kicked 5 goals, 2 in the last quarter, but it wasn't enough for the Brisbane Lions. Final score, Brisbane 13-16-94 to Western Bulldogs, 17-13, 115. So that puts Doggies with 4 wins, 9 losses, and the Brisbane Lions with 6 wins, 7 losses. So they're a game out of the top 8. All right, next game, it is North Melbourne versus the Gold Coast Suns at Marvel Stadium. North Melbourne are sitting in 11th, and the Gold Coast Suns are in 7th. First quarter has completed, and the Gold Coast Suns have kicked 2 goals, 6 to the North Melbourne Kangaroos, one goal, 3-9. Second quarter underway in this game. Halftime siren has gone, and the Gold Coast Suns have kicked 2 goals 5 to North Melbourne 3 goals 6. And it is 2 points of difference to the Gold Coast Suns, 35-33. Third quarter underway in this game. Who's going to break it out? Okay, North Melbourne have kicked 5 goals 3 to the Gold Coast Suns, 1 goal 3 after half time. And North Melbourne are 22 points up, 66-44. Will it be the Kangaroos or will it be the Suns in the end? Final siren has gone, and North Melbourne have won by 43 points. They kicked 5 goals 4 in that last quarter to Gold Coast, 2 goals 1. Final scores: North Melbourne 14-16-100 to Gold Coast Suns 7-15-57. All right, next game: Port Adelaide versus Fremantle at Adelaide Oval. Port Adelaide are in 10th, and Fremantle are in 15th. First quarter has concluded, and Freo have come out. They've kicked 2 goals 4 to Port Adelaide 2-1. Second quarter underway. 3 points of difference to Fremantle. Half-time siren has gone, and Fremantle have kicked 6 goals 6 to Port Adelaide. Okay, let's get stuck into the second half of Port Adelaide versus Fremantle. It is 30 points, the difference Fremantle's way, 58-28. Third quarter underway in this game. Three-quarter time siren has gone, and both teams have kicked 1 goal 4 after half time, and it is still 30 points the difference to Fremantle, 68-38. Fremantle looks like they're going to win this game against Port Adelaide at Adelaide Oval. And the final siren has gone, and Fremantle have won by 29 points. Port Adelaide 11-10-76 to Fremantle 15-15-105. In the last quarter, Port Adelaide won by 1 point, 6-2-6-1. All right, let's go to the second last game of the round. It's GWS Giants versus St Kilda. Let's go to the first quarter of the match at Giants Stadium. First quarter has completed, and St Kilda have kicked 2 goals 4 to the Giants, 2-3. Now, the Giants are 13th place versus St Kilda 18th place. Second quarter has completed, and St Kilda have kicked 4 goals 3 to the Giants, 3 goals 6 at half time. It is 4 points of difference to St Kilda, 43-39. Let's go to the second half of this game. Let's see if St Kilda can get their third win for the season. Three-quarter time siren has come, and St Kilda have kicked 6 goals 2 to the Giants, 1-3. And it is St Kilda by 33 points, 81-48. Last quarter underway in this game. Looks like St Kilda is going to get their third win for the season, but they'll still be on the bottom of the ladder. And the final siren has gone, and St Kilda have won by 37 points. Giants 11-18-84 to St Kilda 18-13-121. All right, let's go to the next game. It is the last game of the round. It's Carlton versus Richmond. It is Richmond in second spot and Carlton in 12th. Could there be an upset on the cards? All right, Richmond in the first quarter have kicked 3 goals 3 to Carlton, 1-1. And Carlton are down by 14 points at quarter time. Second quarter underway in this game. Game's been played at Marvel. Halftime siren has come, and Carlton have kicked 4 goals 2 to Richmond, 1-1. And it is Carlton at halftime by 5 points, 33-28. Third quarter underway in this game. Three-quarter time siren has come, and Carlton have kicked 6 goals 5 after half-time to Richmond, 3 goals 4. And at three-quarter time, It is Carlton by 24 points, 74-50. Last quarter underway in this game. Final siren has gone and Carlton have beaten Richmond. So this was a big upset. Carlton 15-10-100 to Richmond 12-14-86. So that puts Carlton equal on 28 points outside the 8 on percentage, pushes Brisbane down to 12th. So we've got West Coast a game clear on top with 10 wins, 3 losses. Then we've got Richmond, Sydney, Essendon in the top 4. And then we've got in the remaining 4 teams in the 8 is Collingwood, Adelaide Crows, North Melbourne, and Hawthorn. And then down the bottom, lonely down the bottom, is St Kilda with 3 wins, 10 losses. All right, next game, match of the round for round 14 is Sydney versus Essendon at the SCG. It is 3rd versus 4th coming into round 14, Wednesday, the 22nd of April, 2026. We'll see you next time on AFT Dice Season 12.